the way of the cross. The 13th station. Jesus was truly dead. The soldiers overseeing the executions on Skull Place had done it before. They would use their tools to break the legs of the crucified thieves so that they could no longer push themselves up and enable their diaphragms to inflate and deflate their lungs. They would die within a couple of minutes without oxygen. But they saw that Jesus was already dead and had enabled his last gift by opening his heart with a lance. So Jesus was truly dead. The Sadducees and Pharisees, jealous to keep from profaning the great Sabbath, the Passover Sabbath, the next day, demanded that the bodies be taken down. Ordinarily, they would have just been left up for the carrion fowl and scavenging dogs to profane and remove them. Not this time. For the first time in the 2 days, Jesus' body would be treated with respect and human dignity. Joseph of Arimathea, probably even before Jesus died, made his way to Pontius Pilate's court and requested the body of Jesus. Pilate sent a messenger to the execution place and learned from him that the Galilean was already dead. So he respected Joseph's request. We don't know why. Joseph was a disciple of Jesus, a member of the Sanhedrin who grieved over the mistreatment of the one he had believed to be the true Messiah. Nicodemus, another counselor, asked Joseph if he could help with the burial. Joseph brought the burial cloths. Nicodemus carried myrrh and aloes, a huge quantity, truly fit for a king. Now the soldiers knew that this Yeshua of Nazareth was unlike any criminal that they had ever killed. They had heard one of the thieves testify that he had done nothing criminal, and so had to be a kind of political or religious prisoner. Maybe even some of the soldiers had heard Jesus preach or heard of his miracles. Their boss, the centurion, had at the death testified this man was innocent beyond doubt, and the Jewish onlookers who had gathered for the public execution, and they had ordinarily were very self-satisfied and celebratory afterwards because these were crooks being killed after all. They acted very differently this day. St. Luke writes that all the people gathered for the spectacle went home beating their breasts as though they had done something very, very wrong. So when Mary asked them to take her son down and give him to her, the soldiers did so. Maybe they even did it reverently. John and Mary Magdalene and Mary Clopas attended them. We've all seen the image of the Pietà, Michelangelo's masterpiece in stone. It is in the Vatican. Mary's right arm supports Christ's chest and head. The rest of his body reclines in her lap, just as it had 3 decades earlier when he was a little child. His head, her head, is bowed more in reverence than in sorrow. Her left hand is turned upwards in prayer. She is without doubt offering herself with her son as a sacrifice to the Father. I view what my sins have done, and I offer my contrition with thanks to God.